You know what time it is. It's Way Up. I'm here. Maino's
Way Up.
here. Who
On a Friday.
Are we celebrating?
Celebrating.
Are we celebrating this Friday?
We always do, right?
Is it a Friendsgiving up here?
Hey, why not? I like that. Celebrating birthdays, man.
All right. Whose birthday?
Man, it was my son's birthday. Shout out to my son.
Oh, that's right. It was.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Young Zay Flacco. Young Zane.
He's such a
22.
He is such a great young man, too.
Yeah, he is.
Respectful, nice.
I'm so lucky, man.
You are. You are lucky because it could have totally went. What if you would have had a mini you?
Yeah.
It's like a parent's worst nightmare.
Yeah. Hate the thought of that.
All right, well, listen, we have a special guest today, and he has been taken over up here because he's opening his first ever flagship store in Manhattan. Y'all know we love those Telfar bags. Why did I say Telfar? Telfar bags. All right.
It's not Telfair?
No, it's Telfar.
Telfar. Okay.
We love those Telfar bags. All right, so let's not play with that. I got a nice new one too, but Telfar bags are the wave, and he's opening his first flagship store. That's a big deal. So we have been heavily making sure that y'all know about it. We know you know we love our black-owned amazing businesses. Let's start the show with some love and some positivity. Let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. And let's also make sure y'all hear this debut. Well, you heard it. You're gonna hear it all morning. Jack Harlow. You know he's got a new song out. You like it? You said it's nice and jazzy.
Yep, I like it.
All right. A lot going on today on this Friday before the holiday week. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Maino's here on a
here,
Friday.
baby. You know what it is.
And today, let's shine a light on actor Michael Greene Jr. He has launched a $2.4 million financial literacy initiative in his hometown of Staten Island with Equifax and the Recovery Education Foundation to provide students with the financial tools they need to succeed. Here's what he had to say.
First thing I would do is go home and ask what my parents' credit score is. And then start the conversation of when can I become an authorized user on your account or whatever, so I can start building my own.
All right, so there's some advice from Michael Greene Jr. That's amazing, by the way. I love the fact that, like the other day, I told you I got honored by Restoration Plaza in Brooklyn.
How did it go?
And a lot of what they do is about economic development, financial literacy. So it's so nice when the tools are there for you to be able to use it. It's accessible. And somebody like Michael Greene Jr. can be there to promote it. Because you see how he took over the business from his dad. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, that's a character.
No, but yeah.
He was running things, and he was getting to that money.
Well, he knocked his father off.
He was learning how to flip. I mean, he had to. So financially, no, I'm kidding.
No, you never have to.
I'm kidding. It's a show. Yeah. It's a show. All right. Well, who do you guys want to spread some love to? Who do you want to shine a light on? Don, who you want to shine a light on?
Man, I want to shine a light on Jasmine Crockett. I've been following politics a little more, especially after this last election, just to see, what type of bills they're trying to pass. Mm-hmm. And I was reading about Representative Clay Higgins from Louisiana talking about, how they want to get rid of the DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And in his speech, he used the word that they want to basically fight oppression against their people. And I just like the fact that she called that out, state that, white men have never been oppressed the way that we have really been oppressed. So for you to sit up there and talk about being oppressed as if your people were taken away from their homes and beaten and sold into slavery, I feel like she's the only one in Congress who's really being real about everything.
Right. Listen, we love Jasmine Crockett. And thank you for paying attention. Some people have kind of tuned out right now, but it's important to make sure we're still tuning in.
Definitely. Well, I love the show, Angela. I listen to you guys every morning. Keep it up, man. I love what y'all do for the community.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you for calling. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett. All right. Well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message to Shine a Light that way. And when we come back, Neo has some things that he wants to, shine. Oh! He wants to shine a light. I've never seen you come in here so excited to discuss Neo. It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee,
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Mano is very regular, and I appreciate that about him. So, here he comes. All right, well, let's get right into it. Neo has come clean about his love life. He's so happy he doesn't have to lie anymore. He was on the Lemon Drop Show. It's a new podcast. Mm-hmm. And listen, by the way, he's the first guest, and he also worked with the woman who's hosting the podcast, which is amazing.
Nice.
Because she's from the industry. But anyway, here's what he had to say about not having to lie about what goes on anymore.
I am not on marriage. Everything's not for everybody. Monogamy's for you. It's not for me. I realize this. It's a weight lifted off my shoulders. I realized I spent so much time lying and trying to be somebody that I wasn't for the sake of somebody else. Complete and utter time wasted when I could have just been exactly who I am and then waited for those people to gravitate to me.
That's right.
Ooh,
Preach.
Imagine that. I think we already knew it, though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, listen. Speak your truth. Live your truth. I think because men, we spend too much time lying, trying to be something that we know we're not, and that's when it's wrong.
Okay, so are you about to? And shout out to Carlene Roy, who's the host of this, by the way, and created this podcast too. She said that he was her first guest, and she worked with him, so it was only right. Now, aside from that, oh yeah, you ready for that? All right. So you got to watch that full episode though to hear all the things that he's talking about on there. All right. Now let's talk about Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, SZA, and more performing at the TDE Christmas Charity Concert. That's going to be happening next month. It's their 11th annual Christmas concert and toy drive. I love the holiday season to see what everybody's going to be doing. It's a 2-day event, December 12th and 13th at Nickerson Gardens. SZA, Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, Doechii, Absol, Isaiah Rashad, Sir, Ray Vaughn. It's going to be amazing for people to be able to go to that. And imagine the special guests who are going to be coming through aside from the people who have been announced. All right, yesterday we told you about Jussie Smollett and how his case got overturned. So they said he even was surprised.
So he won?
It got overturned on a technicality. So not necessarily that they think he was being honest. It doesn't even matter. It was a technicality. So now the twins are speaking out for the first time since all of this had happened. And they said that regular Joe Schmo like themselves never would have got the deal that Jussie got. And they said that it was his influence and his power that tipped the scales in his favor. Here's what they had to say.
We were taken aback initially, not because of the Supreme Court's decision, but because Jussie never admitted guilt. We understand that he has due process rights and double jeopardy shouldn't and is not allowed in America. However, Jussie should have admitted guilt.
So those was his lovers, right? Those two twins, those two.
I mean, there's all kinds of allegations. Trainer, who knows? But they're saying that they were paid to stage this attack.
Right.
Jussie Smollett is saying the attack was real. But no matter what, on a technicality, that conviction was overturned. So they don't think justice was served, even if they say it was the right legal decision. I guess they want him to say that he's guilty or whatever. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. I didn't do anything as exciting as what our producer did. He went to go see Dave Chappelle and Killer Mike.
Oh, you went to see that?
Last night, but we'll talk about what we did. Maybe he'll give us a little preview. I know he hates to get on the mic, but it might have to happen. And Mano, I know you were outside. I was showing everybody your cowboy pictures.
Yeah, you showing them?
Yeah, I was showing everybody, but it was your son's birthday. We'll talk about it. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Last night. It's way up at Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here. You know, tap into that alumni network, guys. I was just talking about that. That's what, yeah. I know you have a great one. But anyway, let's talk about what we did last night. Happy birthday to your son, Mano.
Happy birthday, young Zane, young baby Slime.
What y'all
22.
do?
He didn't really want to do much because he's setting up for this party, you know.
What party?
Some party he got going on. So
Are you going to that too?
I don't know. Probably
or is
not.
That age limit?
Probably not. I mean, listen, he's 22 now, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something for him, you know, something light. And we just did a dinner. Some family and friends. My cousins were there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's all good.
He went to chill time. So wait, tell me more about his party though. What is?
Yeah, I see him with a little flyer.
He has a flyer?
Yeah. I seen him with a flyer.
So it's at a club?
It's at a club, man. I'm like, damn, this guy here.
He
wanna be outside.
He is outside.
Yeah.
But he like dips outside. He's not outside like you're outside.
Nah. And the thing is, he really like, I'm like, yo, you need to get your hair done. He's like, nah, I want to wait.
Till right before the party.
Yeah,
so
it's like he wanted.
I mean, that makes sense.
Specific. And pop out.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
When's his party?
Is it this weekend? I think it's this weekend.
All right. So you're going to go though, right?
If I don't go, I'm going to send somebody there. Put
You
somebody
think he
with him.
wants you there?
Probably not.
So then don't go.
Yeah,
If you
probably
don't.
not.
Yeah. He got to be on his best.
And I'm like
behavior.
the coolest father though.
Yeah, but still.
I'm like the cool- I'm
It's
like-
still his father.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
It don't matter. They don't want me there.
Yeah, I don't think.
My
yeah,
daughter
let him
told
have
me
fun.
I'm not cool.
Well, I can see why a young girl would say that.
That I'm not cool.
Yeah, because
I'm
you're like an
looking- I'm
embarrassing
cool.
dad. You're
How?
always trying to kiss her cheek and stuff. Get off. No, young girls, we don't want, like when I was
Y'all
a
don't
kid.
like that? Yeah,
when I was
no?
a kid, especially that age, how old is she?
12.
12, yeah, no. Like, dad, go away. Now, I didn't really do much yesterday, but I did come in today, and Dan, our producer, was so excited because he went to go see Dave Chappelle and Killer Mike
Right.
last night. Tell us about that.
It was amazing. It was my first time seeing Dave, and I'm actually a diehard Steeler fan, and I skipped the Steeler game to go to this concert, so that's like rare for me.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was incredible. Dave, his set was just like so up to date. It was so
Right.
timely. He was literally talking about stuff that happened like 2 days ago. It was phone free. I'm not going to give away any jokes. There is 2 shows left.
Okay.
It's in California. I'd highly recommend to go if you can make it.
Man, and Dave can riff. Like, he can just talk. And the great thing about Dave is
I've been
that...
to a Dave show before.
Right.
Yeah.
And the great thing is that he can have a conversation about something, and it doesn't even have to always be a punchline.
The way
But
he
it
makes
still
everything come full
It comes
circle.
off like it makes sense, but it's still funny.
Right.
Still humor
Yeah.
in the sense that he's making.
But he's also saying real stuff too. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I like that.
At the end, it was kind of like a mic drop situation.
But you know, he's my favorite too, so...
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to Dave Chappelle and Killer Mike. When we come back, woo, baby, tell us a secret. Zay, if you want to call in, 800-292-5150. Any secret that you have. We are here to listen. We're not here to judge you. We just want to hear what you have to say. You hear me, Mano? Are you listening? What's the
I don't
rules?
judge nobody.
No judgment, and you are anonymous, so don't
I haven't
ask,
judged anybody since I've been up here, right, Navy?
don't ask people their name, please. All right, 800-292-5150. Call us up. Tell us a secret.
Way up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What's up, guys? It's a judgment-free zone. I'm here. Mano's here.
New Mano.
All right, are you ready, Mano?
I'm ready.
Because people about to call in and tell their
Let's do
deepest, darkest secrets, and
Let's
we're not
do it.
going to judge them.
Of course not.
We're just going to listen,
That's
and we're
right.
going to go, thank you so much for sharing with us. Can you do that?
Absolutely.
All right, 800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, tell us your secret.
I've been knowing somebody for 8 years, and I just feel like I am still a part of his life, but he has gotten engaged 2 years ago, and we still are intimate. So, yeah, that's the only person I'm intimate with, you know?
So what's the
Wow.
problem?
He's engaged to somebody else.
Okay.
That's her
So
problem.
that's the thing, right? That's the thing. You know you got those men who try to have you for them once they take and eat it too. And that's one of those situations. So, you know, you take her to homes, and that's what it is. But I'm not going to be no dummy or anything. It might sound like contradictory, like, you know.
But you're not messing with nobody else but him, so that's your man. He's just engaged to someone else.
Right, but she's a side
Thank
piece.
you. I'm not a side piece. I was the first piece, but I had vanished a little bit, you know. And when I came back, I guess he couldn't wait. You know, it happened. But as long as he's taking care of home, I'm not complaining, y'all. I just know that it's somebody out there for me. But at the moment, he's my man because I've been smashing him for the last 4 years. Okay?
That's right.
How do you feel about the fact that he's getting married, though?
I feel like it's BS because if you were truly happy, you know, you wouldn't be steady trying to talk to someone you've been knowing for the last 8 years. On top of that, like, that's a personal problem. He gotta figure it out. He gotta take it up to the higher power, and I do too. Like I said, I don't want to be contradictional. I don't want to contradict myself, but you know, that's something that he has to deal with. If you're in love, you're in love. If not, then so be it. If it's a business proposition and you just marrying her for business wise, y'all been engaged for the last 2 years. Y'all haven't even had a set married date.
You're a little hurt,
And
though.
something to say.
You're a little hurt.
So, but once he gets married, are you still going to be sleeping with him?
Good question.
No.
I have one last question. What if she called you and was like, "Are you sleeping with my fiance?" What would you say?
I would say, dear, you have to take that up with him. Y'all been dealing with this.
You
for
know
so
what you
long.
should
That's
try.
not
You know
my
what you
problem.
really should do though.
Yes.
You should really
That's
just
my answer.
no. You should try to sleep with her too. Like all y'all just get together.
Oh my
You
God.
might as well. Like
See, you know,
one
I'm
happy
not
family.
I'm not the threesome type of woman.
No,
I
no,
never
not a
really-
threesome, but a family unit. Like just be together.
Hey.
I hope that you find your happiness, okay?
I know, me too. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
All right. And listen,
take my advice.
Do the right thing that you need to do for yourself, because in this type of situation, it feels like a lot of people could get hurt. So
no, not if you sleep with her too.
Yeah, including myself.
Including
myself. But I ain't smashing no.
Including yourself.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
All right. Take care.
You too. Have great holidays.
You too.
Damn,
she's gonna be alone on the holidays too. That sucks.
If she go over there with them,
he's gonna be seeing her on Black Friday
at Walmart.
Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. That was a doozy, especially around the holidays. All right, well, you guys, when we come back, we have your Yeetie and Chris Brown and Kai Cenat. He did the Mafiathon 2 stream. They had a dance battle. They had singing lessons. They had a good time. Chris Brown doesn't do many appearances when it comes to interviews, so let's talk about it. It's way up.
She about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
Yeah.
And you heard that new Jack Harlow, Hello Miss Johnson, world premiering all morning.
I like that.
And afternoon. All right, now let's get into some Yeetie. Cat Williams has purchased a former Alabama military base. He's going to be launching a new movie studio. So he did confirm that. And he said it's not fair to put all that pressure on Tyler Perry in that GQ interview. He said he can only do so much. And so now he does want to follow in those footsteps and build his own entertainment empire. But yes, he did purchase that military base.
Right.
He is, in a lot
Doing
of
his
ways,
thing.
kind of like the way that people talk about Tyler Perry, giving them additional money, just helping them out. He does that a lot too.
Right.
And we hear people say that. All right. Jonathan Majors' ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, has dropped that assault and defamation lawsuit against him. A joint notice was filed by both of their attorneys stating all claims against defendant in the above captioned action are hereby dismissed with prejudice. She did accuse him of having a history of domestic violence and making her out to be a liar. And so now she's dropped all of that. And he's getting married.
Who is this?
Oh, stop it.
I ain't hear you.
You know who Jonathan Majors is.
Oh, right.
All right. Now, Chris Brown and Kai Cenat, they have done the Mafiathon 2 stream. Chris Brown don't do a lot of interviews. And so what I think people love about going on his is that it's always going to be more about just having a fun time on the stream. And so a lot of things happened on here. He did talk about something that Neo discussed as well, which is being in multiple relationships at once.
Are you in a relationship right now? I'm in multiple. Like more than one girlfriend? Or something like that. And how do you balance that? Just be honest.
There you go.
Does that work?
Honest. It does.
A lot of people will
just
put up with whatever if you just tell the truth, right?
It's when you lie that's the problem. Because then you present yourself to be something that you're not.
Right. I wonder if a woman told you, I'm in multiple relationships, you're okay with that too, as long as that's not...
Listen, if she tell me exactly who she is, then that's who she is.
Right.
Then you got to set your standards and you got to your expectations around who that person is. It's when somebody lies to you and presents themselves to be something that they not, that you have that expectation in them, and then you find out that they somebody else.
Speaking of expectations, he also talked about the nicest gift he ever got anyone.
The most expensive thing you ever got for a girl?
The most expensive thing on one thing, probably like a $300,000-$400,000 ring.
God damn.
Not like a wedding ring, just a ring.
Like a promise ring?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Mano? What's the most expensive thing you ever got?
Not even close. Baby.
You ever bought somebody a promise
ring? Not even. I mean, I've bought everything, but not even close to that.
I will say, back in the day, I used to love when we were younger and guys would give you the ring with the 2 hearts on it. It'd be like a double heart ring. And that was like a little promise relationship ring.
An old bracelet.
Yeah, so cute. Yeah. Those little things are cute. What do they do now?
Oh, it's different now. You want a little Van Cleef or a little Cartier bracelet.
Right, it's too much.
A little Rolly.
Y'all doing to a Birkin. All right. Now, Cher was recently on the Howard Stern show, and you know she does have her memoir that's out. So she's been doing some press and telling all of the secrets. And one thing that she talked about was how good she is in bed, and the one actor who ever done, well, not just one, but she said barely did people break up with her. Here's who did break up with her, who she was in love with.
Who would ever leave you?
Few men. I was madly in love with Val Kilmer. And he left.
Why would he leave? He's having fabulous sex with one of the most beautiful women in the world. What the f*** is the problem with this guy?
Because you don't, sometimes you sometimes you're only meant to stay with someone so long. And Val was like, he was really young
Yeah, he was younger. I mean, listen, we were talking about Top Gun. That's a classic movie that I know. You know,
That
I
I've
don't know.
never even seen.
Yeah, you've never seen that.
Right.
I'm surprised at. But you saw True Romance.
Absolutely.
All right, so I can
He's
imagine.
not in that.
And he had a.
He
yeah,
wasn't
he
in
is.
True Romance.
Yeah, he's in here. I'm looking at all the movies that he was in. He wasn't. Maybe he didn't have a big role.
Yeah, he didn't have a big
wasn't the
role.
star of that.
Maybe he was an extra.
I was just watching a movie that what was the name of that movie I was just watching yesterday? Zoe Kravitz directed it. Did anybody see this?
What?
I got to remember of it. Okay.
Oh, the
Blink
movie
Twice.
Blink Twice. Yeah.
Okay, I
yeah,
watched
yeah,
that
yeah.
yesterday. All
I
right.
saw
Anyway, when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar. Definitely want to make sure you know them anyway. It's way up.
In the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
I'm here, baby.
And it's time for those under the radar stories. Bitcoin is at record highs. We were just talking about stocks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So right now it's looking like it's going to reach $100,000. It's more than doubled in value this year. It's about 45% up in the past 2 weeks since Trump has won the election. And so a lot of other cryptocurrencies have been up as well.
All crypto is up. Stocks is up. Yeah.
So it should be interesting for everybody who bought. I feel bad for people who sold at the wrong time too, who felt like, let me get out of this.
That happened to me before.
It did?
Yeah, with certain things, yeah. I should have left
I mean, you know, it's
somewhere
hard to predict though.
It is. But I was just showing you how I left a few dollars in somewhere and it just shot up.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at it the other day and was like, oh, wow.
All right, now here's another story. Tesla is responsible for more fatal accidents than any other car maker. Did you know that? Cars are getting more technologically advanced, and what can be confirmed, though, is that the prospect of a top safety pick is not guaranteed to avoid a fatality. So that is number one on the list.
So Tesla cars, you saying more accident prone?
Yeah, the 10 most dangerous vehicles on that list. And they said the higher fatality rates aren't necessarily the car's fault. According to what they said, the Tesla Model Y, there's some issues with that. They said new cars are safer than they've ever been, but it comes down to driver habits and behaviors. Okay, so it's more about that than the actual car. So depending on what car you drive. All right, egg shortages have spread nationwide. Prices are spiking ahead of the holiday season. Shoppers at Trader Joe's were talking about this too. A lot of places are out of eggs also. You know what it is too though? A lot of people are cooking. And we all know eggs are a really popular thing that people end up having to cook with. So I can imagine right now that if you're trying to go and buy eggs, just get ready to deal with the fact that maybe they don't have it. There's also an avian flu outbreak, which began in January of 2022. That sent egg prices soaring. And that's when the initial stage of the outbreak, the average cost of a dozen eggs was about $4.82. All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. It's a Friday, guys. Is anybody else excited?
What's happening? What's going on?
Is anybody else excited?
You're acting all...
It's Friday, and Telfar is going to be joining us today. He is opening his brand new flagship store tomorrow. He has been taking over all of the shows on the station right now because he wants to make sure that y'all know to come out to the store. We want to make sure that you guys know to come out and support Telfar. I love my Telfar bags. I love Telfar, so I'm excited for this. We're going to give away some spoilers as to what's going to be happening. But again, that store is opening tomorrow. It's way up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here. New Mano!
What's the vibe?
Breaking news. Kendrick has a brand new album out right now. Surprisiest drop ever.
Drop right on, y'all.
First, he previewed some new music with this GNX video that he posted. Listen to this.
Reincarnated with love. My Gemini twin backpack went up. No more handshakes and hugs. The energy only circulate through us.
Woo! A lot going on right now, guys. And 10 minutes later, the full album dropped. GNX, guys. Are we excited or what? We've been sitting here listening to it.
Excited in this room there, I see.
Like it literally.
I see a couple people out here over here.
It literally just came out a few minutes ago.
Losing it.
SZA's on
Heart
the
beating
album.
fast, swiping.
This song Luther, SZA's on, and we're gonna get all into that. No, actually, is it Man at the Garden? I'm trying to figure it out right now, but there's a Luther sample at the beginning of Luther. We heard some Tupac on there. We're gonna get into all of that and the new music when we come back. But in the meantime, here is the first song on the album, Whacked Out Mural, and he definitely addresses this Super Bowl stuff with Lil Wayne.
Apologies, I wanna see y'all geeked up. Don't acknowledge me, then maybe we can say it's fair. Take it to the internet and I'ma take it there, Miss.
Okay.
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 You like this?
I
We like
this.
this.
More talk.
Oh,
Talking
my
a little
goodness.
crazy. Okay.
All right. I mean, it is a new
Look,
music Friday, and
let
there's a
Lil
lot of new
Wayne
music
down,
to
but
talk
whatever,
about.
right?
But we're going through some of this Kendrick for you guys right now, as he has got this full album out. It's 12 songs. So far, we got up to Reincarnated, but when I tell you this sounds amazing so far, it sounds amazing. Other breaking news right now.
What's that? Spill it.
Conor McGregor has been found liable for sexual assault in his civil trial. The case has been going on all month. Nikita Nelemhain has said that he and another man had sex with her against her will after a 2018 Christmas party. She said he picked her up and her friend following a holiday get-together, took them to a nearby hotel, and then he allegedly forced himself on her in a bed in a penthouse suite, and another man named James Loris also sexually assaulted her too. Now, they have denied these allegations, and he said everything they did was consensual, but they did not believe him, and they awarded her about $250,000 in damages, but they did find that Lawrence did not assault the woman. So that's another breaking news story. Breaking news.
Yeah,
I know.
It's a lot happening.
A lot happening, but when we come back, it's a New Music Friday, and you know what we're talking about.
New music.
New music, and you know what we're talking about.
Nah.
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay.
Cut it out. All right.
That fast.
GNX is out right now. Surprise album. Have you heard such a thing? They're saying SZA's going to be performing at the Super Bowl with Kendrick too. Confirmed. I don't know. We'll let you know. It's way up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is fresh out of the studio. Brand new vibe. It's New Music Friday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Oh, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
I'm here.
And what a Friday this is. I mean, it is certainly a New Music Friday. Nicki Minaj has the Pink Print 10th Anniversary Edition out today. Here is Turn Your Cat Back featuring Sway Lee.
Getting paid like first. She wanna see the hundreds scatter.
Hey, get it, Mano.
Yeah.
Put your hands up. Ice Cube has Man Down. Finesse 2 times. Art of War is out. When's our lip service interview dropping? On Tuesday? We just had him on lip service. WizKid, Mariah, Skilla Baby, Crack Music 3, Eric Bellinger, It All Makes Sense Later, Blast, I'll Always Come Find You Deluxe, and Chef G, Proud of Myself is out today. As far
Let's
as
go, Chef G.
Yes.
One time for Brooklyn. Let's not just
Proud of
skip
myself.
over that right there. Proud of myself. Yeah.
All right, also, singles out today. You heard we've been playing Jack Harlow, Hello Miss Johnson all day. Miguel has a new song out, Always Time. Plies has new music out featuring Boss Man D-Lo, This Ain't Normal.
Pull up black trucks back to back. This ain't normal.
All right, Andre 3000 has 3 new songs out today. But let's get right to it, because we're going to do a whole Kendrick Lamar break after this. We've been already listening to the album. We're about halfway through. And we already told you Kendrick Lamar's surprise drop GNX today. Now, SZA is on 2 songs on the album. She's on Gloria, and she's on this song right here, Luther.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot.
Woo, that song is fire.
I like that.
I mean, from the moment that it starts.
It's a vibe.
And Heart Part 6 is on here. We'll play that later. But it's the real story of him and Black Hippie and Top Dog Entertainment. So that's the real Heart Part 6 that's on this album too. Other things on here that are going to be sampled, and we're going to get all this for you because we're doing this in real time, because literally this album just dropped not even 30 minutes ago, right? But there's a Tupac sample, Made and Words, that's on here on the song Reincarnated. So as you guys are going to listen to the album, we'll see all of this. And you know how it is with a Kendrick album. We're going to find out new things nonstop as you continue to listen to it. And I see y'all on here saying this is the best album of the year. We haven't even heard the whole thing yet. That's impossible. But so far it does sound amazing. I'm not going to lie. He also sampled SWV on Heart Part 6. And so we're going to listen to all of this and we're going to break it down for you guys. So make sure you keep it locked here, because we're getting ready for the Super Bowl performance. But Kendrick did an amazing job of putting out a snippet and then dropping a whole album a few minutes later. It's Way Up. More Kendrick Lamar when we come back.
This is fresh out of the studio. Brand new vibe. It's New Music Friday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Brand new and breaking news.
Breaking news.
Kendrick Lamar has put out an entire album. It is 12 songs, about 44 minutes long. We've been talking about this today. The album is called GNX. And let's get into it. Squabble Up. That song right there is actually how Not Like Us ended. So now you get to hear the song in its entirety. Here's Squabble Up.
Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, honey, and all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli.
All right. In addition to that, there's some amazing samples on here, and everyone's excited about this song, Reincarnated, where he sampled Tupac, Made and Words. Here it is.
I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin.
Yeah, I like that one. See,
I know
you rapping like Pac.
We like
That's that Pac flow right there.
All right, now everybody's excited also about the Heart Part 6 that's on this. It's the real Heart Part 6, and he kind of goes through the whole history of his career with TDE. He talks about J-Rock being the first person to pop off. He talks about Schoolboy Q. He discusses Black Hippie and what made him, I guess, leave the label as far as feeling like he was stagnant. Here's what he said.
Time flies, I'm carrying debates of a top 5, burying my ops and allies, but I done a half job.
All right.
What was Black Hippie again?
That's the group that he's in. It's him, Absol, Schoolboy Q, and J-Rock.
That was all of them together.
Yep, all of them together. You know, I met Kendrick when he first, when J-Rock's album was coming out, because I hosted J-Rock's album release party, and then Kendrick came through at that night, and it was a fun night. Shout out to HK. It was at HK in the city, if you remember
HK,
that. J-Rock was signed to Warner Music, and then I think that turned into Asylum. And that's why I actually know them so well from back then. Shout out to Top Dog. All right, and he talks about Punch. He talks about the A&R, Naeem Ali, who's over there. Now, we played this earlier, but we got to bring this back because this is him addressing everything about the Super Bowl and I guess the disappointment that Lil Wayne couldn't just say congratulations. Only Nas reached out to say congratulations. Here's what he said on Whacked Out Murals.
Apologies, I want to see y'all geeked up. Don't acknowledge me, then maybe we can say it's fair.
All right, well, there's some of the highlights that we have so far, but I know the album literally just came out. It was a surprise album.
Right.
So I know all day today it's taking over the internet that Kendrick Lamar has a brand new album out, GNX. He put out a teaser, and then next thing you know, a few minutes later, an entire album has dropped. And I will say, from us listening to it, it sounds amazing so far. So I know as we go through it, and shout out to SZA, who is featured on the album. I didn't hear a lot of features on here, but I know she's on 2 songs. She's on Gloria and she's on Luther. And Luther is the joint. I feel like that's going to be like the, radio amazing song. All right. Well, that is your extended new music today. And when we come back, Telfar is going to be joining us. He has a brand new store opening in Manhattan tomorrow. And we know we love our Telfar bags. So shout out to Telfar. He's been taking over up here. And we want to make sure you guys all know how to go to the store opening, how to go to the store after this, what the experience is going to be like. And we got to congratulate him too. It's Way Up.
Look.
Yeah, what's happening?
You want to know my name? Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and this is a huge day for my boo Telfar. Because guess what? That Telfar store is opening tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And you know we gotta pop a little champagne. Let me move up.
Oh my God!
You know.
How did you guess? How did you guess? I love a bubble.
And this Telfar store, and I know this has been something that's been in the works for quite some time. How long did it take from when you first decided and got the space to tomorrow?
We're upon the 20th year anniversary, so I would say it's taken 20 years.
Here's to Telfar tomorrow, and congratulations all of your hard work and innovation. And what I love is always really rooting for the underdog. That has paid off, so cheers to that.
I love an underdog.
Why do you have to make that sound different than what I meant?
I like to have a good time.
No, me too. But you have it in such a great location.
Canal and Broadway, like so much history and meaning behind where the store is, you know. because it's Soho where shopping is, but Canal Street is like what I know as like, I don't know. It's just like this intersection that's so much of New York.
Yeah.
You know, and like kind of like my growing up.
Right now, I am talking to the legendary Telfar about his brand new store opening in New York tomorrow. Since I know you love taking a trip down memory lane, I want to go through some of your old headlines and hear the story behind the story. All right?
Okay.
I want to bring back loitering.
Yes.
Ooh, explain.
Bring it back. You know, it's just like this like energy of like, you know, one, maybe not having a job, but two, just like experiencing and exploring the city. That's not this thing of like experiencing through a screen and like knowing, you know, like I just like come from the era of like you didn't know where your friends were at all, you know, because nobody really had cell phones, and you just knew people would be like on the Lower East Side on like Orchard Street or like hanging out, you know, like, and you would walk by there and then you would run into your friends at a certain time or like, you know, and it's like that was a beautiful time.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Because the kids today do not know that time without cell phones.
I mean, you
remember
know,
how expensive it was to have a cell phone?
To have a
when
cell
you finally
phone.
got one. It was like by the minute.
Yeah, by the minute. Like when people started taking pictures on their phone, I started acting differently in clubs. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And I feel like that has precipitated into how people act.
What were you doing?
I was having a good time.
You started acting differently.
Having a good time. I mean, first off, you know, there's no secret. It's like I remember the first time I started to DJ, I DJ'd naked, you know. So I used to DJ butt naked at Happy Endings that was downtown, and like,
all right, it all makes sense,
you know.
yeah.
And that was like really fun because it's like you'll be at a club and it's just like take your pants off, you know, like everybody's dancing and having a good time, and that was like a good time that like the DJ's completely naked and made you want to get naked and like, you know, have a good time. Then when people had cell phones, it was just like, ugh, corny, cheap, you know. And then also too, I could play music, so it was like, I don't need to, but I need to give it up, all that up.
Were you
know?
DJing with your hands or?
You know. I tried my best. You know.
Telfar is here. He's got a brand new store opening, a flagship store, the first ever Telfar flagship store tomorrow. We got more with him when we come back. It's Way Up.
Yeah. Let's go.
Turn me up. Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here and Telfar is here. You know I love my Telfar bags. I love my Telfar clothes. I love my Telfar accessories. And now there's a flagship store opening in New York City tomorrow. There's going to be all kinds of surprises. But he's here with me now. Now you started doing real leather bags also.
Yes.
As opposed to the
exactly.
vegan
So
leather.
that, you know, that's the thing. You know, vegan leather, real leather. One might last forever, you know. So it's like, I'm dabbling in both, you know, because I eat meat and I like wheat, you know. So
Every time you say something like that.
it's like you can be a vegan and have a little, you know, chicken on the side, you know. Because that's like the criticism. It's like, this bag isn't even real leather. Yeah, you know, and it's like, oh, so we finally made one. It's called the carry bag. It's like a forever kind of bag, and it's take on the original Telfar vegan shopping bag. You know,
it's
what I mean?
interesting that you say that people will say it's not real leather because I remember people were shocked when the Louis Vuitton bags are not leather, like the.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, you can't feel that it's.
Yeah, it's just like how anything that's made in Italy is actually made in China. It's just a stamp. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, so there's so much discourse around what's doing what to where, and it's like at the end of the day, it's like, how are you consuming it?
Right now, I am talking to the legendary Telfar about his brand new store opening in New York tomorrow. I feel like you're very nostalgic, but do you feel like you need to keep up with fast fashion?
I wanted to back in the day, and now I think like I wouldn't necessarily say no, but I wouldn't necessarily say yes. You know, I kind of like this new era of having to go to the store that you deal with the person and deal with the real thing, not the diluted version of it. So it's like I'm kind of glad that I haven't really stepped into that like that.
Okay.
You know?
That's fair.
But at the same time, I'm like, should I? You know?
And with you, we never know.
Yeah, I kind of don't limit myself in that kind of way. That is that, you know? I think we almost did many different things with many big brands that I won't mention.
Have
know?
people tapped you to try to come in and be, you know how they'll tap like a designer that has their own brand to come in and like head up?
Yeah. That was like the whole game of 2020, you know, was trying to activate the community, you know, and I had to really beware of that too.
Right.
You know, because it's like they just want you.
Yeah. At that time.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like that's not what I'm here to do. I've been doing it pretty well and successfully on my own, and doing it with people that actually understand what it is.
Right.
I don't need to grow in that kind of way.
Right.
You know, that's not growth to me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And again,
Thank
congratulations.
Thank you for the champagne.
Always love talking with you.
Thank you.
And every time it's a new announcement, and I love that.
Oh,
and
thank you. Thank you for letting me announce and coming way up. I'm so happy to be here. This is the last of my press run.
Listen, I'm just glad that I'm the last, and that tomorrow is the big day. And I just, no matter what, I don't care what else you did. Like, I'm just so happy to sit here with you and celebrate with you.
What else I did? What did I do?
No, I meant other press. You know, people will be like, "Oh, this person did it," that, but but no matter what, it doesn't matter to me, because I want everybody to be talking to you about this store opening and to continue to do that. I want you to be everywhere. So I appreciate that.
Thank you. Everywhere like Wi-Fi or Canal Street. You know.
I love this for you.
I love you. Thank you so much, Way Up. Thank you so much, everybody that is across the board that gonna come to the store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come bless us.
Keep it going.
Yeah, Way
Cheers.
Up. Way Up.
You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
No,
Mano! Man, you know what? It is about to be a holiday week next week.
And what you gonna be doing on a holiday?
Well, I'm gonna see my family. They're all actually coming to my house, which is gonna. It's
so
a
you
lot
having
of stress.
Thanksgiving dinner?
Yes, but I'm doing it the day after. So we really do Black Fridays. I don't know if the day of Thanksgiving is as meaningful to me because of what Thanksgiving represents.
Right.
But I do love the idea of family coming together and people having off and like towards the end of the year, holiday season. I like that. What are you doing?
I'm gonna eat. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat.
Okay. All right.
It ain't even rocket science with me.
Sounds good to me. All right. Well, you guys be safe. Thank you again to Telfar. Make sure y'all pick up your Telfar bags. You know, we support Black owned all day up here, but we love Telfar products, not just the bags, but also the clothes, the accessories. The store is opening officially in New York City tomorrow. So when you come here, make sure you check it out. And of course, be safe. You have the last word.
Hey, my name is India, and I want to shine a light on my fantastic husband, Michael. Michael used to play for the Knicks. Now he's been my husband for almost 20 years. And let me tell you something. Not only is he the best husband, but he is the best father I could have ever asked for our 3 children. We have gone through a lot of ups and downs in life, and he remains the wonderful father and a wonderful husband through it all. And I just want to say I am so thankful for the wonderful man that he is. Thanks, Angela.
It's showtime. Yeah, I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
I want it now.